Good morning and happy Friday. I did not muck that up. It's actually Friday. But basically, my weekend is here and everyone else's weekend's coming. And I'm going to tell you, this is a big ass weekend in the stars. It is no small ditty. Uranus is stationing retrograde. Okay. We're walking straight into a Pisces lunar eclipse. The cosmos are loud. Pisces being the end, being like, we got to wrap a lot of shit up. Let's talk about the squares and retrogrades first. We've been experiencing a Mercury square Uranus that was pretty exact earlier this week. It's still together, but now it's going to go a different way. That Uranus is moving retrograde. It's almost like Mercury won the fight and was like, go back and figure out how we break free and use your smarts. Yes, this is words and truth shaking loose, truths breaking through, messages we didn't expect but needed to hear. When Uranus flips direction, he can kind of rattle the cage a bit harder. The lesson from Uranus is freedom isn't out there in like some imaginary future. You have to go back. You have to reclaim it. Where did you first lose your voice? When did you first sign some contract and agreed that you'd stay small? Your freedom is back there. Figuring that out and saying, fuck off. Oh, and Miss Venus. Miss Venus. Of course, she would be opposing the moon. I mean, why not? I like this. Like it a lot. These are the Venus and the moon are known as the two feminine bodies in ancient astrology. This tug of war or opposition isn't a fight. It's them using that access of power together. A lot of women are coming forward and telling the truth, and they are being supported and building a new network. We'll go down to that in a little bit. This is the tension between the collective and personal, that Leo Aquarius access. That's what it's really all about. It's between our heart, our needs, and our people, between our need to belong and our need to shine. Someone may demand your loyalty, or someone could ask you to dim your light. Question is whose love is worth your light? Pisces and Virgo. Here we go. That's where we're having eclipse season. Please look to your astrology chart and see what houses they preside over. So, a Pisces eclipse that would traditionally be ruled by Jupiter, who is in Cancer. Also, modern times really connect Neptune and Pisces. Duh. Neptune's retrograde and in Aries. Interest. Either way, whichever you believe, I'm not saying one is wrong or one is right. I look at both. Either way, cardinal energy rules the day. Leaders, initiators, people who dare to step into motion. Nodes being at 18 degrees makes it to where the moon is obviously conjunct that north node. It also means it's opposing the south node. And there's a lot by the south node right now, too. North node in Pisces, the soul's calling to go towards faith. I don't mean like faith in something, but just faith. Dissolution, unity. We're all one. We're all healers. Kumbaya. South node in Virgo is right there with the sun and Mercury conjunct. The sun is illuminating a lot of our past bad habits. I mean, bad habits of like perfectionism, criticism, and over analysis. Got a Virgo sandwich. Sun and Mercury combining means new cycles, new thought processes. But I love that the South Node's there. Because you know Virgo, she's like, we got to clean this shit out first. Let me get the scalpel because I ain't carrying this shit anymore. We have a Pisces moon pulling us into faith and imagination and release. And all that Virgo energy insisting on order, insisting on reason, insistent on clarity. It's a clash of spirit and system. transcendence and detail. Okay, let's talk about the Sabian symbols of the eclipse and of the sun during this time. I want you to listen to me before you get your butt too puckered, okay? The moon, the eclipse is happening at 15 degrees Pisces. That is a symbol of an officer preparing his men. This is about being ready. True strength is not in complaining or waiting for someone else to lead. It's in character awareness and cheerful dedication to your cause. I need you to not think in like big, scary terms. I need you to think of yourself as the officer, okay? Are you training yourself for resilience, or are you waiting for someone else to command your spirit? Now, the sun over there at 15 degrees Virgo, an ornamental handkerchief. Strange, right? Like, what's important about a handkerchief? What does a handkerchief symbolize? It's refinement, it's grace, the dignity of one's character, wanting to make sure you don't spread your disease, being thoughtful. It's not just a tool. It's when beauty becomes power. Handkerchief becomes a banner, a token of honor. I mean, it's also a symbol of chivalry. It says strength can be refined and not just absolutely brutal. Remember, Pallas Athena is still back there going, we have to strategize. Leadership won't work if it is constantly domineering. We need some softness. We need some refined care. This eclipse is asking, who is commanding your inner army? Where do you need discipline? And where do you need refinement and dignity and grace? Remember, Pisces is at the end. It's everything that got caught in the net in the ocean. A lot of big things are wrapping up, and you're going to see a lot of quote unquote kind of karmic things. Like when I was talking about earlier, the moon opposing Venus, but them working together to bring out the light. Those are the Epstein girls, okay? Epstein's Venus is not far from this eclipse. Remember, we learned this with Tupac. Your chart does not stop. And Epstein has his natal Venus, and I forgot Mars, right around where this eclipse is. Right when the first thing I open up and I see this morning are women coming together saying, you guys won't release the list? We will. Even in death, you can't outrun a Pisces eclipse season. And we do have an eclipse in Pisces to help clear illusions that we've been drowning in decades. Lies, the delusions, the spiritual bypassing, the gaslighting, this weird death cult that has rose out of MAGA. People will either free themselves of the delusions, or people will try their damnedest to drown themselves and others in it. Pisces eclipse dissolves it. It gets rid of what wasn't real. Pisces being the end, the little karmic cleanup, Uranus going retrograde, Venus opposite the moon. Freedom is on the line. Not the freedom as like escaping. Freedom to live your truth with dignity, grace, and refinement. To love who you want to love. Being asked to remember that civilization is not built by brute force, but by refinement of spirit. Leaders who embody character and not control. As you stand in this eclipse energy, ask yourself, what am I preparing for? What cause am I truly committed to? Where can I choose grace and dignity and refinement over chaos, criticism, and despair? Pisces moon dissolves what's false. Virgo sun polishes and illuminates what's true. Together they are going to forge us into leaders, not necessarily of nations, but of our own souls. Oh, thanks for letting me get that out there. That was a lot. Happy Friday.